right. But I kind of realized I've been yapping for quite a long time, because the reason we're here, what we're going to be doing today is we are going to be going through some of the latest anime news for the past month. Even though we've already been talking about anime for the past, Jesus Christ, it's almost been an hour. What the fuck? It's already been an hour. I thought I'd just be yapping for just a bit, and then here we are being like, oh yeah, let's just chat for an hour. So we are going to be going through the latest anime news. You've been here before, guys. We are going to be talking about the latest developments in the world of anime and manga. Now, to preface, there hasn't been as many developments individually as some of my previous anime news streams, but that means maybe we'll be a bit more current, because what we are starting off with is... oh shit, no. UK weather, the biggest anime news. The news is... it's depressing as always. It's depressing as always. No! The biggest anime news, which might not be the biggest anime news, is, of course, the greatest manga of all time receiving the awards that it so very much deserves. Kagurabachi won the winner of the Next Manga Awards 2024. I don't know why I'm saying this is a massive news development, like I didn't know, because it is weird talking about this piece of news, because I helped present the awards. so I am actually I'm a part of this news. I'm a part of this news. I was there when this piece of news happens. But yes, if you didn't catch my previous, not Genshin stream, my previous manga stream, Kagurabachi won the winner of the Next Manga Awards print category. If you don't know what the Next Manga Awards is, it is a prestigious manga awards where users from Japan basically vote on what they think is going to be the next big manga. And unsurprisingly, or surprisingly, depending on how informed you are about Kagurabachi won the print category of this. It's won by quite a bit. So the biggest thing I want to talk about Kagurabachi is that I don't know how many of you guys are completely unaware of Kagurabachi aside from the memes. Aside from the memes, how many of you are completely uninformed about Kagurabachi at all? I don't know what it is. So, Kagurabachi was an anime. Will be an anime. This is definitely going to be an anime. This is definitely going to be an anime. Kagurabachi was a manga that completely blew up in, I would say worldwide. Purely because of a meme that got spread around that Kagurabachi was basically the greatest manga of all time after one chapter, or before the first chapter even released. And it was a meme that got so widespread that basically took off from, I think, the Morbius meme was just before the Kagurabachi meme, where everyone was memeing that Morbius was like the greatest film of all time. And Kagurabachi came out just during that time when that meme was kind of still hot. And this basically became the Morbius of manga. Except there's one big difference between Morbius and Kagurabachi. And that is that Kagurabachi is actually fucking good. Everyone memed on this ironically, but then the meme became a reality. After the Next Manga Awards, I went up and caught up to Kagurabachi. I am now completely up to date with the manga, and I can confirm the memes are right. The memes were fucking right. I also thought that this was when I saw this win the next manga awards, I was like, are Japanese readers in on the meme? Are Japanese readers also in on the meme? Is that why this got voted for a meme? No, it's actually really fucking good. And I genuinely think, unironically, this is going to be the next big thing. This is going to be the next big thing if it continues with the quality that has been presented in the manga thus far. Because reading the manga, Shonen Jump just has a track record, and I'm not sure what the secret sauce for Shonen Jump is when it comes to them knowing how to like craft the next big anime or the next big manga title that is going to completely just take over the anime community for the next few years. But if I had to guess, I would have to think that the editors, they must have such a goated editing team, within Shonen Jump, because as much as there are so many goated mangakas working for, making massive titles for Shonen Jump, I believe that editors might actually be like the unsung heroes that help, a lot of mangas. This is all conjecture, by the way. This is just all my pure conjecture, because I have to think that the editors there are so goated to really help guide the manga to get the most and make sure that all of the ideas for their story reach their absolute true full potential. That's my conjecture. That's my theory, but it is just the manga theory. Because there must be some kind of secret sauce going on behind the scenes for Shonen Jump to be bringing out this many bangers consistently for fucking decades, And I will confirm that Kagurabachi very much plays to that same vein. I'm not going to get into spoilers, but to condense it all down, part of the reason Kagurabachi got memed so much was pretty much because the beginning of Kagurabachi, it is basically very similar to a lot of the ways that Shonen Jump manga starts. You have this edgy main character who wants to, this time he wants to enact revenge. He wants to find out a mystery about how his father passed away. And also you have special abilities, this time with swords. And you have sorcery. You have a power system, and it's all aspects that we've seen before plastered on different Shonen Jump titles. But as we have proved time and time again, you look at Jujutsu Kaisen, you look at even Chainsaw Man, and you see that a lot of these shonen mangas start up in very similar fashion, and then maybe they go on and do their own thing, and maybe they go on and do, something that hasn't been done before. But at least the beginning is always like consistent, and it's really, really hard to judge how big a shonen manga is going to be by just the beginning. But I will say, considering that Kagurabachi has only really had 2 major arcs, the second arc fucking popped off. The second arc, normally you have to wait a year or maybe a year and a half before you get before the shonen manga really starts to show its colors and really starts to pop off. And that's when you slowly see like the rise of shonen manga. Like it'll be slow at the beginning when everyone's just like, oh, it's just like every other shonen. And then you'll reach like the third or fourth arc, and then you're like, oh shit, this is when it's popping off. No, Kagurabachi, the second arc, it was fucking fantastic. And it felt like this is an arc that normally you'd wait this is an arc you'd normally get this let me rephrase. This quality of arc you'd normally get after a year and a half, 2 years. It normally does not come this early. But with Kagurabachi, the second arc was really, really good at showing how good the potential could be. And the most mind-blowing thing is, I don't even think it's close to its peak. It showed how good Kagurabachi could be, but it also showed that the ceiling could also be way higher. And it really, really excites me to see how high that ceiling can get. But it isn't just about the quality as well. In terms of popularity, funnily enough, quality isn't enough because there's a lot of Shonen Jump manga titles that are very, very good, but not some that are more popular than others. The second factor why I think Kagurabachi is going to get really popular is that its appeal is wide enough that I think it has the potential to have a wider reach than something like Chainsaw Man, for example, which is a little bit weirder. You know, there's no scene in Kagurabachi where the main character is eating vomit, you know? Where the main character is eating vomit, you know, it doesn't have that. It doesn't have that Tatsuki Fujimoto. It doesn't have that Tatsuki Fujimoto weirdness. Huh? Yeah, I know. I wanted to forget that scene as well, chat. I wanted to forget that scene as well. You know, it doesn't have that weirdness, but it still is a little bit edgy and a little bit it's got that Jujutsu Kaisen, as Connor would call it. It's got a little bit of that Jujutsu Kaisen swag to it. It's not as vanilla as Demon Slayer or My Hero Academia. It's more towards the edginess and the aura of something that the JJK fan base would like, but it still has like a power system that is a little bit reminiscent to Demon Slayer and JJK, kind of like combined. Neo Bleach. Oh, that's actually a perfect way to describe it. Neo Bleach. Yeah. So it fills in that gap of other shonen manga which might be ending. So I think it's come along at just the right time, and I think it's only going to get not only better in quality, but better in but like way more popular as well. Another thing is that the paneling is fucking amazing. Very much reminiscent of some, you know, innovative ways that Tatsuki Fujimoto has paneled his manga. Some of the panels, like fucking cinema, man. I swear to God, the paneling is the best. Yeah, I fucking love the paneling in Kagurabachi. And it's insane to me that I read that the Kagurabachi author only really started making manga in 2020. Editor, you probably need to fact check this. Please fact check this, but I'd read that the manga only started like trying to make manga in 2020 because of COVID. Because of fucking COVID. Oh, the cigarette burning panel, bro. That was such a cool fucking panel, man. That was such a cool panel. Holy shit. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I fucking love the cigarette burning panel. So it's crazy that this manga has like come out of nowhere, and this manga's basically first big title is probably going to take over. So stop spoiling. I mean, I don't think I've spoiled any specific plot points. I'm trying to talk as broadly as I can, but yeah, Kagurabachi, I think definitely is deserving of the winner for the next manga awards. Was it my favorite manga within the next manga awards? Well, this stream isn't sponsored, so I can actually talk about my true opinions. Actually, let's bring up all the winners of the next manga awards. So in the next on the stream, I mostly had to just give the synopsis. But there are some manga that I really, really did fucking enjoy. Kagurabachi was definitely one of the ones I enjoyed the most. I think my favorite one actually might have. Oh, is there like a full list? Oh no, they don't have a full list. Okay, let me see if I can find it. The Yuri one. Next manga awards winner full list. Come on, there must be a that. Why can I not find the full list? Come on. Maybe this one. Oh, this is just a text post. I don't want to. I don't want a text post. Okay, I guess I'll just talk. I guess. Oh, here we go. Print manga. Here we go. Here we go. Found it. All right. So, obviously, there's the print category and the web. Watch your VOD, lol. This makes it way more digestible. Let's start with the web category. So I could definitely see a trend with what the Japanese audience really liked. There was a lot of like slice of life, kind of like very comfy slice of life manga this year, which is a genre that I don't normally partake in, but I definitely did like a few. Ruri Dragon was very, very comfy. But in terms of my favorites, if I had to pick a top 5, Centuria was one of them. Again, we just talked about Centuria. Centuria came from the goated team of Tatsuki Fujimoto, who seemingly Tatsuki Fujimoto somehow was like the Iron Man to the Avengers of mangaka, because from his assistant team, they have created obviously Chainsaw Man, now Centuria, which I think has popped off, Dandadan, Hell's Paradise, and Spy Family. What the hell? What the hell was going on there? And Centuria starts in the most like, if you want a manga that grabs you from chapter 1, try Centuria. Also, Strike It Rich if you want Waifu Baki, as me and Joey called it. That was also very fun. And also, the next one that really stood out to me was Cosmos, which is basically Men in Black. Anime Men in Black. Anime Men in Black. That's fucking great. I didn't... Okay, so we only presented the top 10 places. I don't recognize any of these from like place 11th to 20th. I'm not sure. I haven't read any of these. I'm not a manga reader. I think I've seen this cover somewhere. Versus. I don't know what that's about. What about the web category? Green in here just to get axed. Yeah, a lot of these. See, this is me unfamiliar with the manga world because most of these manga are completely new to me. But if you're not looking for action manga, highly recommend Hope You're Happy Lemon. Highly recommend that, guys. Highly recommend that one. That one is a mix of Your Name and Golden Time. It's just nice and spicy, baby. It's just nice and spicy. Is the one that okay, and the global winners. My girlfriend is not here today, who I got after I talked about it with Sydney, she went off and read the entire thing, and we have both been losing sleep over this fucking manga. We have both been losing sleep over this fucking manga. I think she wants to make a video on it now. I think she wants to make a video on it. I didn't know. I'm gonna say this. I didn't know she read further than me. I thought it was just a spicy manga.
Oh my god, that's literally what I came down to talk to you about. I just finished the recent chapter. You will not fucking believe what just happened.
What? But don't spoil it for me.
No, I want to talk about it. That's so weird. As it came down to talk, I just finished the chapter.
Are you serious?
Yes, that's why I was like, you won't believe what just fucking happened.
You won't believe what just happened.
I'm actually so pissed off. I don't know what to fucking think right now.
Alright,
Listen, every time you're streaming, I'm fucking finishing a shitty manga. Like, some trashy shit.
Don't spoil me. I don't want to be spoiled in this one because I want to know what happened.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked up.
Is it?
Yeah. I'll give you that.
Oh my god. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Domestic Nairi? Yeah, that's basically what this is. That is basically what this is. So, once again, if you haven't already checked out my VOD or my video on the next Manga Awards, I highly recommend you do so because I talk about all these titles more in depth in case you want some recommendations for like a new manga to get in, especially if you want to be a pretentious manga fan and read these manga before they get big. Highly recommend you check out that VOD. But suffice to say, I do think Kagurabachi is going to be the next big thing. I might even make a video on it. I might even make a video on it because I really, really do hope that it's only going to get better, and it really does seem it is going to get better. And what can I say? The memes are right. How did we meme this into existence, guys? How the fuck did we meme this to existence? Because part of another big reason why I think this is going to really pop off is, of course, Jujutsu Kaisen is coming to an end. Now, I am talking about this piece of news, even though I am not caught up to the manga. I do not read the manga of Jujutsu Kaisen. I do not know anything. Let me rephrase that. I have not read anything past what has been shown in the manga. But, my God, what the fuck are these spoilers? What the fuck is going on? What is going on? So, by the time this VOD gets edited, Jujutsu Kaisen will have already ended. And it seems like everyone is saying that it is already a shit show. It's a mess, apparently. From the spoilers I've seen, I've also been like, what the fuck? Without directly spoiling anything, I'm like, there was a moment when I'm like, one of the characters was like, I lived, bitch, and I'm like, wait, what? What the fuck? Is it weird that I basically know everyone who dies in Jujutsu Kaisen, even though I'm not even up to date with JJK? It's just like what the fuck? The manga readers have already spoiled every big plot development of JJK for me, so it doesn't mean anything to me right now. You need less Twitter gone. I mean, it's JJK spoilers. I feel like you go on TikTok, you go on YouTube Shorts, you're gonna get spoilers eventually. You just keep scrolling on one of, Instagram Reels. No matter what social media you're on, I just feel like you're just gonna get spoiled by this eventually. When even Usher spoiled it, man. But I wanted to talk about this more as a general discussion of manga, specifically Shonen Jump endings in general, because not only has JJK ended by the time this VOD is going to get released, My Hero Academia also ended as well, and that got completely spoiled to me, so I pretty much know everything that happens in that ending. And everyone also hated that ending as well. And it got me thinking, is there a long-running Shonen Jump manga that really has had an ending that fans are happy with? And I actually couldn't think of many. I couldn't think of many. FMA? Was FMA even Shonen Jump? FMA was not Shonen Jump. I don't think FMA was Shonen Jump. Hunter x Hunter? All right. Because here's my theory. Here is the second manga theory coming from me, the Anime Zone, right? I feel like Shonen Jump endings, specifically Shonen Jump manga endings, we go through a cycle. We go through a fucking cycle, okay? Where the manga is coming to an end, and as everything is being wrapped up, very few people are, very few manga are able to wrap everything up within this long-running Shonen Jump title that has probably been going on for years, if not sometimes decades, that can completely satisfy everyone, right? Especially when it comes to long-running Shonen Jump action shows, which are normally like the biggest shows of, which normally like the biggest titles of, within the community. So people have already said Naruto. Oh my god! Let me turn off. Let me turn off notifications now. People said Naruto. Do you guys think that Naruto had a good ending? Do you think that Naruto had a good ending? Yeah. A lot of people now look back at Naruto and thought, yeah, that was a decent ending. That was a pretty decent ending. Let me bring you back to when Naruto was airing weekly. Everyone thought Naruto had fallen off. Why did everyone think that Naruto had fallen off? Because the fourth Ninja War arc got everyone in this zone of just shitting on Naruto, because everyone thought the fourth Ninja War arc went on for way too fucking long, and then when Kaguya got introduced as like the final big boss, everyone was like, "What the fuck? Okay, this Naruto fallen off. It's shit. It's like, okay, nah, fell off. Naruto fell off. it's bad now. It's bad." And then the entire community went through this phase of just, I swear to God, shitting on Naruto. And then by the time we got to the ending, we had the same kind of like bittersweet moment like we had in My Hero Academia, which I saw most recently, where everyone was just like, I don't even care anymore. I don't even care. I'm not even invested. I mean, cool, Naruto became Hokage, whatever. But it already fell off, right? That seemed like that was like the community sentiment when it was airing weekly. And now we look back on Naruto, and all we think about was, yeah, it was that was a decent ending. Naruto became a Hokage. He achieved his dream. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't like the perfect ending, but it did everything that it needed to do. And I would say that a very similar thing happened to Bleach as well, where when this manga was releasing weekly, God, everyone was shitting on Bleach's final arc. everyone was shitting on Bleach's final arc. And then, when the ending happened, it was a very, very similar thing as well. And so now I talk to some Bleach fans, and they get emotional when thinking about Bleach's last final chapter, thinking about, okay, here's where the characters have ended up. We don't really talk about the final arc so much, because we talk about that final chapter about this is the end of the journey. And I just think that a lot of Shonen Jump titles, the ending might seem a little bit rushed. I feel like a lot of these conversations we're having with JJK and My Hero Academia, a lot of these conversations I feel like we've seen before, just in a different time period. And I feel like it's going through the same cycle where you have a certain number of weeks to end a manga, and then the mangaka might not have enough time to really, truly, properly tie off each individual plotline, and there might be some parts of that plotline that just seem rushed. And to me, it makes me think that I don't really remember the final arc of a lot of these Shonen Jump manga. What you remember are the peaks of that manga. What you remember is the journey And I don't think the ending of a Shonen Jump manga matters as much as people think it does. Looking back at Naruto, looking back at Bleach, you know, people don't remember the weekly manga releases and the weekly discussions of like, oh my god, this is so fucking rust. Oh my god, this is so shit. People remember the journey it took to get there. And maybe things don't get completely tied up as perfectly as some other like shorter manga. But the more that time goes on, the more you realize maybe it didn't matter that everything didn't perfectly get tied up. Maybe that wasn't the grand point of this manga. Maybe it was more about the entire journey it was to get to that ending and some of the peaks that journey gave you. And so I will make a prediction that even though everyone's shitting on JJK right now, give it 10 years. Give it 10 years and people would be like, you know what? Okay, maybe not. It's hard to predict JJK because I don't know. I don't know how rushed it is, but specifically with the spoilers I've seen from My Hero Academia and specifically from what I know about the My Hero Academia ending without any context, give it 10 years and people be like, you know what? The ending wasn't too bad. You know what? It wasn't perfect. It wasn't a fantastic ending, but it did what it needed to. And it might not have been the way that I would have wanted the characters to end up when I was reading this back when I was a teenager. But you know what? Now that I've had time to just process it, it wasn't that bad. That is my prediction. and I can't wait to see whether I'm right or whether I'm wrong. So going back, I was trying to think if there was a good shonen ending. And I was like, Yu Yu Hakusho. That was a bad last arc. That was also a bad last arc. But you know what? The final few chapters, that was the final chapter. It was aight. It was aight. I think with everything that's happening right now, the biggest ending that stood out to me as something that I still think is a fucking awful ending that I can't get past. Promised Neverland. Oh my god, that is still fresh. That is still fresh in me. Promised Neverland. That was not just a bad ending. That was just a bad last quarter. What the people? You know what? Maybe season 2 actually saved. Maybe season 2 of the anime actually saved the Promised Neverland anime, man, because more people are talking about the actual adaptation than the actual ending of the manga itself, which I think was fucking horrid, man. Oh man, I don't think it'll save it. Yeah, what I mean by saving it was the ending. Promised Neverland season 2 shifted the conversation of the actual original ending to just the rushed adaptation, or just like the bad adaptation that Promised Neverland season 2 got. Because the original ending of Promised Neverland had so much potential. I'm just going to rant about Promised Neverland for a bit, by the way, because this is really why I wanted to talk about this. The Promised Neverland original manga ending had so much fucking potential, okay? It had so much potential. It presented a conflict with the same moral ambiguity of something like Attack on Titan. And it literally could do something like, you know, it literally could put characters in a position to make similar decisions for something similar to what happens in Attack on Titan. I'm not joking here. But everything got fucking resolved. Everything got so easily resolved with Talk no Jitsu. And I was just like, what is going on here? It was like the equivalent of it was like the equivalent of Eren being like, I'ma kill everyone who's not important to me. You know what? My friends are more important than the world right now. And then Armin goes, but Eren, I think everyone can just get together. We can talk it out. I believe that all these decades of war and hatred, we can talk it out and we can all get together like friends. And Eren's like, you know what? Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right, Armin. Maybe that can happen. And then everything just works out. And then everything just works out. and that's basically Promised Neverland. And just imagine all that, except that turn, Eren going from Eren having like 4 seasons of like hatreds, and then this turning within like 1 fucking chapter and 1 conversation, and that is the direction that Promised Neverland went through. And then to top it off, Eren, and then to top it off, after Eren gets convinced, every one of Eren's followers also just gets convinced within 1 chapter, and then that's it. And then everyone's like, you know what? You're right. I have no enemies. Let's just all become friends. Let's just all be friends. I don't care that I've hated you my entire life. Let's pause the rumbling. All right. Let's just all sing Kumbaya together, and everything will sort itself out. And you've killed a bunch of people. Nah, it's all good, man. It's all good. I think you're a good person in my heart. You're a good person in heart, so you get the pass. You're a good person. All right, that was it. That was my Promised Neverland manga rant that I've wanted to do for the longest time. In conclusion, I don't think Shonen Jump manga endings are as bad as they might seem to be when they are airing weekly, and I think you really truly need some time to digest the whole journey as a whole, especially when the journey is this long, to really judge how much the actual ending means to you. And that's pretty much it. Where's my water? Oh my god, I spent like half an hour talking over these 2 points. No, as a Bleach fan, that ending is that bad. We'll see. I can't wait to eat my fucking words when we get the final chapter of JJK, man. Nah, but JJK is actually ass. All right. I'll take your words for it. Next up, we have a Lord of the Rings anime that is coming out, and I've heard a lot of people talking about this. I have not watched the trailer yet, so we're gonna have a watch of the trailer right now. Oops. There we go. All right, let's have a look at this. Yo, don't fucking lie to me, man. Give me my 1080p. That's not an this is not anime. That's real people. That is a real people. That is a real. Yo, look at this bird transition, man. The bird transition. That kind of looks like I don't know what part of Lord of the Rings this is adapting, but that kind of looks like a samurai armor silhouette. Just from the distance, man. At least the helmet does. You know? So far, this is definitely giving off Castlevania vibes, man. The like the Castlevania Netflix adaptation. This is definitely giving off the same energy, but it might look even more. It might look even more positive. It is so weird watching an anime trailer that feels like a Hollywood trailer. I'm so used to Japanese anime PVs that it's just weird watching a Western anime trailer now. If the Berserk anime looked like this, bro, if the Berserk anime looked like this, oh god. Oh man, it's over. It's over. We could have had Berserk, man. That was a little cheesy. Good. I forgot I forgot how cheesy Western trailers can be, man. with the line drop, the cheesy Hollywood line drop transitioning into the title. Okay, now we're in Hollywood, man. Anime lines are just as cheesy, let's be real. Okay, you're right. But it feels a lot less cheesy reading the subtitles than hearing it in your own language. You know what I mean? You know, sometimes when you just read a subtitle, you're like, that's fucking cool, man. That's fucking cool. Sometimes you hear it, and you're like, that's a bit cheesy, isn't it? Maybe it's good that Japanese isn't my first language, man. Maybe it's good. So this is like a full theatrical Hollywood release then. Japanese makes everything sound 20% cooler. Language in Japan. Weebs be like, oh man, I can't say I disagree though. Watch the Japanese trailer. Is there also a Japanese trailer? So I was a bit confused because I was like, is this initially, I was like, is this an anime or is this a Western production that just looks like anime? But it does actually seem like okay, let's see this. Has there been any has there been any info about whether this is actually being produced in Japan? Not that it matters. Okay, first thing, not that that matters because it still looks cool. It still looks fucking great. So Kenji Kamiyama is directing it, I guess. Who did Blade Runner, Black Lotus, and Ghost in the Shell standalone complex. So it does look like it is going to be a collaboration between Japan and Hollywood, is what it seems like. Because looking at the trailer, number one, it looks like, you know, it's weird whenever you hear or whenever you see anime and the voice actors, it's so fucking obvious sometimes. Whenever you watch like a Ghibli film or a trailer like this, when it's so obvious where the voice actors aren't anime voice actors, because there's such a difference in aura and feel. Whenever you take a traditional actor and then put them into a voice acting role, you know what I mean? Brian Cox as the main lead. Okay. I gotta stop saying aura, man. Invincible moment, yeah. Did the Terminator anime come out? Is it good? The Terminator anime is out right now. What's his rating on My Anime List? Check the rating on My Anime List. As that's how I know. Terminator 0. 7.2, decent. I've actually heard good things about this, so I don't know how accurate the score is. It might be a bit lower, it might be a bit higher, but I've actually heard decent things about the Terminator anime. Higher than SAO, but no.
Wondering where my cow shirt went, Guard.
Oh,
I was
I'm sorry,
scared.
honey. I'm sorry.
Scared.
It was there. It was there.
I audit cow shirt.
Yeah.
For auditing.
I don't think anyone can see that.
You anyway.
But like I was saying with the new Lord of the Rings movie, This seems good. And do you know what the biggest thing that surprised me about this right now is? I can't think of the last time that we had like a big 2D animation movie that was like produced by Hollywood. Because part of the big reason I started watching anime was just because I, as much as I like different Pixar movies or different movies of 3D animation, I just missed 2D animation. I missed the old 2D animated Disney films before everything was 3D animated. The Spider-Verse count, even Spider-Verse is still 3D. Spider-Verse is still 3D, but it just has its... Spider-Verse is its own thing. Spider-Verse is its own fucking thing. That just truly made its own aesthetic, man. I don't... Very few things can stand up with what Spider-Verse is doing. That's just totally innovative. But I can't remember the last time when Hollywood came back to 2D animation. And I'm not going to say it's all because of anime, but I will say that the global reach of anime, I think, has shown a lot of people how many people still do fucking love 2D animation. X-Men 97, no, I'm talking about... I am talking about films, guys. I'm talking about films. Because this is a film that is being released in cinemas by Hollywood, And it has been so fucking long since I feel like since we've had 2D animation in cinemas that hasn't been purely just Japanese anime. So if this starts a trend for Hollywood to do more 2D animated films, I'd honestly be down for that. I know this is a fucking anime channel and we're like fucking weebs and we just like, oh, okay, we like Japanese stuff. But honestly, the reason I got into anime in the first place was because I like 2D animation. I think that's my favorite, that is my favorite piece of media is 2D animation. So if we get more 2D animation, I would honestly be down for that. Because I've been watching, like you said, X-Men 97. I've been watching the new X-Men 97 on Disney Plus, and it's really fucking good. I wasn't even that big of a fan of the original X-Men cartoons as a kid. I did watch it every now and again, but the new X-Men 97 series is really bloody good, and it still feels like it is an OG Saturday morning cartoon without feeling dated at all, and still feeling like it is relevant to the modern day. You still haven't watched The Last Airbender? Yeah, I know. But I feel like we are going to just be getting more and more collaborations with Hollywood and Japanese animation studios going forward, because I feel like a lot of people are realizing that the absolute goats, even though there's so many other animation studios that are popping up around the world, especially in like places like France, and now even like China has like done a lot with their 2D animation. It seems like the Japanese animation industry has got a lot of eyes on it internationally. So we'll see what the future holds. Imagine never watching Avatar. I mean, Avatar is basically just the Western My Hero. No, Avatar is basically just Western Full Metal Alchemist, right? That's the reason I haven't watched it. I'm fucking kidding. Oh, man. Funny enough, watching this trailer, I'm like, I also haven't watched Lord of the Rings as well. All right. For our next piece of news, we have an update on the One Piece live action series, and I can already tell you, chat, you guys are like, live action. I sleep. I don't want more news about live action. No, I make an exception for the One Piece live action because I actually really fucking enjoyed the One Piece live action. Yes, I believe it is one of the best modern live action adaptations. And as a big One Piece fan, I am actually excited for season 2. And it has been confirmed now that season 2 will cover Dogtown, Reverse Mountain, Whiskey Peak, Little Garden, and Drum Island. So, that means we are starting just before the Alabasta arc, which I am actually happy about. Because I think with the scale of the Alabasta arc, if Alabasta came out after all of this stuff, and it was just like 2 episodes, I'd be like, fuck, no fucking way. Alabasta could be like its own season by itself in the One Piece world. I'm happy that season 3, because that means season 3 of the One Piece live action is going to completely pop off, 4 episodes minimum, I agree, because that's like 4 hours. That's like 4 hours. I'm still waiting. I am still waiting for the Chopper announcement, man. I am still waiting for the reveal of how they're going to do Chopper. I believe Chopper has already been casted, but I want to know. I need to know, man. I just need to know. What are they going to do? Is it CGI? Is it going to be a guy with makeup? Are they going to cast a fucking kid for base Chopper and then like multiple actors for different versions of Chopper? Is it just going to be a costume? I want to know. Or is it just going to be The Rock? that would be such great casting. Just a random Rock cameo. The Rock as Chopper. Is it going to be a Muppet? You're right. I know, right? Is it just going to be a Muppet? Out of all of these, I think the arc I'm looking forward to the most is Logtown. Logtown was such a great arc in the original manga and anime, and just seeing all of these people congregate in one place. I can't wait for Smoker, man. Oh, Smoker in live action, I think could actually look really fucking cool, and I can't wait to see what the rendition of live action Smoker is going to be like. I can't wait for Smoker's power. I'm just wondering, are they gonna make Smoker American, or are they going to give him a different vibe? One thing I really enjoyed about the One Piece live action was just how diverse every single casting was. You heard accents from like all over the world, so it truly felt like you were traveling the world within One Piece, and the different accents really helped to sell that feeling that this was like a truly vast world instead of just giving everyone a fucking American accent. Smoker, a British guy? Bro, I would love for Smoker to be a British guy. Yo, no, Smoker needs to be Aussie. You're fucking right, man. Smoker needs to be Aussie and just dropping the C-bomb left, right, and center. Bro, that would make Smoker even cooler, man. Or just cast Joey. Oh yeah, Smoker with a Russian lung. Oh man, Smoker just with the cigars and just whips out a fucking bottle of vodka. Oh man, there's so many ways to give Smoker to make Smoker like even more cooler with the live action, man. And I'm actually very excited to hear what accent he has. I actually would be a bit disappointed if they just made Smoker American. You know what I mean? But if they do go American, give him an excited just give him a fucking Southern accent or something like that. Just don't give him the neutral American accent. I need some character to that accent, man. You gonna be French? No, please no. Boston accent? Oh, I would love a Boston accent. Oh man, just make Chopper Russian. But yeah, I'm excited to see their rendition of Smoker. I'm excited to see whatever the fuck they do with Chopper. I'm also very curious to see how they handle the giants in Little Garden. Like, are they actually going to be giants, or are they just going to be very buff, muscly men? You know, how are they going to visualize the giants in Little Garden? That is all going to be very, very interesting, and I'm excited. The biggest thing that I like about One Piece, and the biggest thing that the reason I feel like the One Piece live action works, is that even though this shit is campy as hell, there is at no point that the in-universe characters don't like sell the legitimacy of their universe. I think Marvel films in particular, and Hollywood recently, have created this kind of mindset that if something wacky happens, then there needs to be some sort of irony to it. There needs to be a quip. There needs to be something self-referential. And I think the biggest reason why One Piece works, even though so many aspects of One Piece, especially in live action, looks goofy as fuck, there is zero irony at all in the execution. And I think that is the singular biggest reason why, even though we all wrote this off on paper, why it actually works as a TV series. If Zoro or Nami was quipping about like seeing Buggy every 5 seconds, I'd be like, this fucking shit. This is bad. But it still has comedy. It's just like a different kind of comedy. Like I just like the little things. Like I remember when like Buggy, I don't know who has seen the live action, but I remember the version. I remember the scene where they get kidnapped by Buggy and he does his like circus performance, and it was just such a little thing where everyone was chained up. You had the circus performance, and Luffy was just so innocently clapping. He was just like so innocently clapping, and then just in the corner, Nami just like fucking slaps his hand, like, what the fuck you doing? That was like such a small moment, but it just little moments like that sell the relationship between their character without going like overly ironic or overly quippy. It's just it just works so well, and I think that's why One Piece as a live action works really well, because it sells it more like a live action stage play than it does. Like I said, it feels more like a stage play than it does an anime TV series. And I think it's really refreshing. And I'm very excited for the second season. Let's touch wood that it's going to be the same quality as the first season. All right. Who's a boomer in chat? Who is a boomer in chat? Boomers, make yourself known, because we are getting more Haruhi light novels, guys. Haruhi is coming back, although it is also kind of back. Haruhi is getting a new light novel volume that is getting released November 19th and is getting released worldwide, everyone. We are so back. We are so back. Except, are we? Do we want more Haruhi? Do we want more Haruhi, or should the queen be put to rest now? Should the queen be put to rest? I saw this piece of news and I had to think. And the reason why I think Haruhi is still worth watching to this day is solely because of the disappearance of Haruhi Suzumiya. And when the disappearance of Haruhi Suzumiya, I just thought, fuck, that was fucking incredible. I can't wait for more Haruhi Suzumiya. That is fucking incredible. It was a perfect movie and left the arc in the most perfect way possible, to the point where I don't know if Haruhi could peak that hard again. Combine this with the fact that remove disappearance, and I don't think we will get remove disappearance, and I don't think that Haruhi would have aged as well in the modern day, or even do nearly as well in the modern day. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe I don't want more Haruhi. Maybe I'm happy with just the memory that disappearance gave me, and maybe I'm just ready to just move on now. And I'm not sure if Haruhi as a franchise even stands out that much nowadays. Because one of the big things that made Haruhi stand out was, number one, Haruhi was like meta. I remember, I don't know who watched Haruhi when it first came out, but remember when Haruhi first came out, and I was just like, you heard Kion's monologue, sarcastic monologue, and you're just like, yo, what the fuck? A main character who's sarcastic and does monologue and is self-aware? Yo, that's so fucking refreshing from all these other anime protagonists. No fucking way. And then how many fucking, this is like half of the light novel protagonists nowadays. You know, that sarcastic main character who monologues, that's like half light novel adaptations nowadays. Also, Haruhi, remember seeing Haruhi for the first time, and she was like, oh, a little bit quirky. Wait, this Haruhi dresses up as a bunny girl as well? Yo, she's got a bit of a weirder side to her, and she cosplays as well? Bro, perfect girl. And now it's just like, wait, a girl who's a little quirky and likes cosplaying, has even more anime knowledge than Haruhi did, instead of just cosplaying bunny girls. You're like, what the fuck even makes Haruhi stands out anymore? Beats the main character up. Yeah, but it's also a god, and it's also slightly tsundere as well. Right now, the space that Haruhi occupied is a much more saturated market than when Haruhi first got adapted. So I think the only thing I would ever want is a college arc, or is an adult arc. You know, if they are still in high school, I don't think that we should be wishing for more Haruhi, or wishing for a Haruhi season 3. You know, I think if you're going to bring Haruhi back as a franchise, you need to basically acknowledge that your audience that grew up with Haruhi has also grown up, and you need to do something more new with it. Yuki Nagato, best kudere next to Rei Ayanami. That's a bait, because there is no best kudere. there is no best kudere. I reject that statement. No. Kuderes have evolved. Excuse me? Kuderes, you just named Yuki Nagato and Rei Ayanami two awful kuderes, because kuderes have evolved, actually. Frieren has destroyed the modern kudere landscape, because now we have Frieren, and now I'm just like, okay, this is actually a kudere is interesting. All right. Gotta evolve with the times, baby. That's why tsunderes have also evolved as well. As a tsundere defender, I will also say that the tsunderes I liked back in the day definitely not aged as well. Definitely look back on that time, and now as an adult, I think it's just maybe it's good that tsunderes have gotten better. Too violent, yeah. Too violent for not enough reason, you know. Too violent for not enough reason. But Rin Tosaka is still peak. I mean, unlike kuderes, we had the peak tsundere with Rin Tosaka, and we're still chasing that high. More manga news though. Oops. So I talked about Oshinoko recently, and Oshinoko has been filling my gap for another manga which I miss dearly, which is Act Age. And the Act Age mangaka is coming back, teaming up with the writer for Irumakun, coming back with a new fantasy manga. Sorry, artist. Did I? Yes. When I said mangaka, I specifically meant the artist of Act Age. Specifically, because I just assumed manga meant drawing the manga. But yes, specifically the artist of Act Age, not the writer of Act Age, whom I've talked about enough. I should not be mentioning them again, but suffice to say, the artist deserved better, and it looks like they are getting better because they are coming back with Shonen into Weekly Shonen Jump with an entirely new series, and I want to show my support. And it is a new witch fantasy manga where I think, damn, we are getting a lot of witch manga right now. We are getting fantasy. It looks like fantasy is becoming a big new trend right now. And I'm excited to see what this team cooks up next because I am still very, very sad about what happened with Act Age. Luckily, I've been keeping up with Oshinoko Season 2, and considering the last arc in Act Age was a theater arc, the latest arc of Oshinoko has been absolutely popping off. I'm about 2 episodes behind in Season 2 of Oshinoko right now, but some of the execution of some of the scenes in this theater arc have been fucking insane, and I bloody love it. It's my favorite anime that's airing this season thus far. What differentiates Act Age from Oshinoko? I believe that overall, let's remove all the conversation outside of the Act Age manga. The Act Age manga, I think, is still fucking great to this day. Who said no incest? Who said no incest? Oh my god. Oh man. God. Like, I would say Oshinoko is more of a manga and anime that focuses more on like the Japanese entertainment industry as a whole. But Act Age is what happens if you just purely Act Age is what happens if you just purely focus on the acting side of things. On that acting side of things. And put that into a Shonen Jump formula. So the basic premise of Act Age is this unknown girl who basically has zero experience in like professional acting. She gets picked up because she has this natural ability to basically become the perfect method actor, to the point that she just gets way too engrossed in whatever character she tries to portray. That doesn't always, being the perfect method actor doesn't, so Akane, basically Akane, but even more intense, like even more intense than Akane. And the basic character arc, or the basic conflict, is her having to try to balance this natural ability to become the perfect method actor to basically having to act the story that's on the script and not doing her own thing, because she becomes so engrossed within the character that it becomes a detriment to any play or any project she becomes a part of, because at the end of the day, the characters have to follow a certain storyline. But she gets so engrossed in the character that becomes the main conflict, where you have this person that her power, that is her shonen anime power, and she has to balance that and learn to control that. And it's very, very interesting. It's very, very interesting. And it's really, really perfect for, it's basically like taking what Bakuman did for making manga and, you know, and putting it in a shonen battle formula. This is shonen battle formula, except it's acting. And it's great. And even though Oshinoko is popping off with season 2 right now with its theater arc, because it's focusing on more than just the acting, it can never reach the same heights, in my opinion, as Act Age when it comes to the acting arcs. Because number one, I think the main character is just a lot more interesting than the main character of Oshinoko. And seeing her develop as an actress was to me a lot more satisfying. Hot take, Act Age is better. That is not a hot take, because that is something that I agree on. Not hot take, because Oshinoko is what I watch to cope with the fact that to cope with what happened with Act Age. So yeah, highly, you know, if you can separate the artist from the arts, still Act Age is a great read, but that's only if you can separate artists from the art. And I'm very sad that we're not getting more Act Age, but at least the artist of Act Age is not being done dirty anymore. Have you read Akane Banashi yet? I have read the first 20 chapters of Akane Banashi, and that is also very, very good. That is also very, very good as well. What do we got next? All right. I don't know what this is going to lead to. It's a bit cryptic right now, but we got a cryptic tweet where we have Transformers, and they have released a teaser PV that is animated by Studio Trigger. So, does this mean we are getting a Studio Trigger Transformers anime? I haven't actually seen this PV really. First, let's have a look at this PV. Oh. Oh, this is wrong. This is wrong. This is wrong. I know this is like OG, original Transformers, 40th anniversary, but where's my Linkin Park, man? Where's the piano track? Where's my Linkin Park? Where is Optimus Prime doing his monologue, baby? Where is the lens flare? Where is Michael Bay? This is such a difference in generation. The generation above me is just like, no fucking way. What? Oh, you make me puke. Get out of here. Damn. Okay, so we got some behind the scenes. Okay, animation studio Trigger. Bro, what is this? What is this? I need to know. I need to know. Surely, okay. Surely, this is not just going to be a fucking commercial or something like this. Surely they would not release a PV of something that at least is not an OVA. Surely this is not going to be a Studio Trigger trailer for some action figures or a new commercial or something like that. Surely if they did this, that means that there is at least going to be an OVA, maybe even a TV series of Transformers done by Studio Trigger. Right, guys? Right? Maybe a movie, a Transformers movie done by Studio Trigger. Right, guys? All right, frame by frame. Look, they wouldn't do this. They wouldn't it wouldn't be a commercial. Guys. Listen to me. It wouldn't be a commercial if they showed the behind the scenes, the Genga of the animation. They wouldn't be hyping up the animation Genga of this if this is just a fucking TV commercial, right, guys? Look at this shit. Look at this. Come on. Surely, right? Surely. Pachinko. Guys, we have got a new pachinko machine coming out, and we hired Studio Trigger to do the animation for it. All right. Hypothetically speaking, hypothetically, if Studio Trigger did do a Transformers anime, that would be hype. Studio Trigger, Gurren Lagann style mecha anime. Oh. How fucking sick would that be? I love this trend of Trigger making anime from different franchises. I know, right? Trigger just seemed to be like, Trigger have absolutely popped off with the cyberpunk anime. And it seems like what Studio Trigger have shown is they just like to challenge themselves. They just like to challenge themselves now. At first, Studio Trigger was just known for, one specific style. It was the Gurren Lagann kind of style. It was that kind of style. And now they're just like trying so many different things, but everything they do, they bring their own spice to it. Whether it be something like, Cyberpunk Edge Runners, which is bringing the Hiroyuki Imaishi hype, but also condensing that into good old 80s and 90s anime OVAs that were just completely insane. And then on the other side of things, you have something like Dungeon Meshi, which was also really fucking well done as well. And it just had such a unique charm to it. It had a really, Dungeon Meshi has its own charm that they really brought all of these characters and this world completely to life. And I just think, watching their works, it just seems to me like they always try to do something new. They always try to challenge themselves. And they always try, no matter what, they always try to bring their own energy to it. And so I really do hope that this Transformers by Studio Trigger is not just give me an episode. I would love just to see, even if it's something like Star Wars Visions, which even with Star Wars Visions, their short with Star Wars Visions was my favorite short in the entirety of Star Wars Visions, I think. Seeing them bring their own style to Transformers, I think would be fucking hype. And I love seeing Studio Trigger's take on all of these different franchises. I think out of every anime studio, Studio Trigger that has done some of the strongest in terms of building its own unique brand. And all I'll say is, God, Transformers, Studio Trigger, please do not give me a pink pachinko machine. Please do not let this be a commercial for a fucking commercial. Please give us something. Please give us something. Oh, man. Transformers with boobs? Bro. Let's not give Studio Trigger ideas, guys. Because they would actually do it. And I believe it's already been done. But Studio Trigger would take it to another level. Yeah. Let's not give them any ideas. And last of which we will be covering today, we have more information on Rezero Season 3, which is coming out very, very, very soon, guys. You've been waiting for it. I've been waiting for it. We have a new trailer and also new information on Season 3. So let's have a look. Okay. Do they add subs? Oh, Daddy Katakawa, of course you did. Oh. Is there a single sane character in ReZero anymore? Is there anyone left sane? any sane ones? Otto by himself carrying the torch of mental stability, man. Rem when she's sleeping. We don't need more magic in this isekai world. We need therapists, man. Okay, that was hype. That was hype, man. That was hype. Yo, we're finally getting the payoff. We're finally getting the payoff to all of the build-up that we've had in the last season. Yo. Okay. The light novel readers have told me that a lot is going to be happening this season, and now I fucking believe it. Now I absolutely believe it. It looks like we are getting so many more characters. All of the side characters are coming back. We're getting some returns of old favorites. Sorry, Rem fans. Rem fans, this is she might have like 1 or 2 shots this season. Hang in there, guys. I know. You guys do still exist. I know. I talked to Connor. You guys still exist. But one thing I was very excited about is seeing the payoff of Amelia's character development in season 2, because it seems like she's actually doing something this season. She's not being, white knighted by Subaru anymore. She's actually getting involved in the action herself. Garn isn't a Rem fan. When the fuck did you think I was a Rem fan? At which point? At which point did you ever think I was a Rem fan? No, that was Connor. Echidna? Yeah. Echidna? I was like Echidna, and then after season 2, I'm like, okay, actually, Amelia is like just best girl. Amelia with that character development, all right, she's the queen for now. Echidna is also a close second. Kind of crazy though. Kind of crazy. and then this season, she has gotten even more developments. So, it has been confirmed that Season 3 of ReZero will be 16 episodes. We have 16 episodes. And it is going to be covering 2 arcs. So, Light Novel fans, I'm going to need your help with this. We have the Attack arc, which is 8 episodes, and the Counterattack arc, which is 8 episodes. So, I'm a little bit disappointed that we don't have full... It's not 16? Oh, that's all? Okay. ReZero Season 3 is listed for 16 episodes. It is wrong. It is only just for this city. Okay. So, how many episodes have been released? Sorry, how many episodes have been... ReZero Season 3 Mal. Let's see this. Is it confirmed? Is it confirmed? Or are we talking about leaks that have not been confirmed, guys? Because... oh, I don't know. I don't even know who to trust. All right. Unconfirmed. I'm going to go with that. I am going to go with that because number one, Number one, I don't stand leakers. Fuck leakers. I'm just gonna go with what is officially confirmed until official sources tell me otherwise. So right now we have at least 16 episodes that have been confirmed. Chat have informed me that there might be some conflicting information, but what I was going to say is I'm going to be a little bit sad if it's not at least 2 core. But if we have 16 episodes just for this one arc, then at least it's more than 1 core. And from what it seems like, this arc has a lot going on. What I imagine could be a possibility is all of this is going to air back to back as one arc, and then maybe they might do something similar to what like Mushoku Tensei did, or what a lot of modern anime do, and they'll have like a little break, not like a 3-year, 3-year break, but it'll be like okay, we're airing this entire arc, take a break for like a core or 2, and then we'll split it up, and then we have future arcs in a future season. And I'm totally fine with that. That's what I'm hoping for, and that's what I'm hoping this season of Rezero is going to be, because I think I don't know if modern anime has just changed my brain now, but I just don't think 1 core is enough anymore. It's rare if a season is just 12 to 13 episodes that it's really, really going to hit the anime community, or really leave a lasting impression on the anime community. 1 core was never enough. There was a time when there wasn't as much anime coming out that 1 core would be enough to make a season truly stand out. Thinking about all the people who, you know, still think about No Game, No Life and those kinds of anime. But in terms of leaving a lasting impression, I think Chainsaw Man has been the biggest example of a mega IP that just did not have enough episodes. I do not think that JJK would be as popular as is today, or it is now, if the first season was not 24 episodes. There just needs to be enough time for hype to build up. And funnily enough, I don't think 13 episodes is enough time. Because by the time, what it seems like is that when you get to 13 episodes, that's when you want the hype to be peaking. And if the anime just ends, then you lose all of that hype. But if you have something that happens at episode 13, midway through the season, you can continue to build on that and build on that hype almost immediately. So yeah, I really do think in this modern anime climate, it really does seem like you need at least 24 episodes to leave a lasting impression. So I really hope that this is just the first part of a longer part of the season. We will have to see. But for this next arc, well, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready to finally watch it. We've been waiting for what seems like forever, you know? We've been waiting for what seems like forever. Are you hyped? How long has it been since season 2 of ReZero, man? 4 years? Fuck. Has it actually? Season 2 was during COVID. Oh my god. I can't believe so. I can't believe it. 4 years? Do you know what's insane to me? I remember the hype for Attack on Titan being almost seemingly completely killed by the wait between season 1 and season 2. And that was 4 years. And I don't know about you guys, but that 4 years feels way longer than this 4 years. You know what I mean? Even though they're both 4 years, I'm like, that 4 years felt longer than this 4 years. I don't know why, but that felt like way longer. Huh. I wonder why. But the thing is, which is why I think ReZero could really learn from Attack on Titan now, is we waited 4 years for season 2, and the hype kind of died off. But after season 2, it was like a yearly wait. It was a yearly wait for more Attack on Titan, and that allowed the hype to be able to like be built up more and more each year, to the point where we got to season 4 and season 3 part 2, and even though the 4-year wait killed the hype after season 1, it got back to a point where it peaked even higher. And I believe that ReZero should really adopt, if it can, adopt that kind of format. Because I think that 4 years is far too long of a wait between seasons. It was 4 years between season 1 and season 2, correct? Because ReZero 2017, right? ReZero season 1 was 2017? Fuck. 2016? Dude. It's been 8 years since ReZero started? Oh my god. We've had almost a decade of ReZero, and it really feels like we have not had almost a decade of content of ReZero anime. That's insane. They do take their time. I agree, they should take their time. And I think with good enough planning, they can make it a little bit more digestible. I think right now Mushoku Tensei, I think, has got like the perfect waiting period between seasons that doesn't feel too long. And even though the quality for season 1 and season 2, there was like a slight drop off, it didn't feel like enough that there weren't moments in season 2. You know, Mushoku Tensei season 2 is still fucking great, you know. Slight? Yo, Mushoku Tensei season 2 is still a really good season, man. Like, I don't know if you're being sarcastic, but season 1 was like, that was like god level animation sometimes, you know. I am happy that season 2, even with the drop off, was still great level. It's not god level animation, but it's still like fucking great, you know, especially with some of the later episodes. But that is all of the anime news I wanted to cover today, guys. Needless to say, I am going to be watching ReZero Season 3 when it comes out, literally within a month, I think. I think it's literally... Shh. Oh my god. It's the new anime. It's the new anime month already. It's the new anime season already, man. What the fuck? Where did summer go? Where the fuck did summer go, guys? But we're going to be continuing the anime train, guys. We are going to be continuing the anime train. Seasonal anime stream soon. I think I will have to do the seasonal anime stream. Yeah, I guess I will. Shit. I guess I will have to do a seasonal anime stream soon. Oh my god. What? I feel like I just did a seasonal anime stream. So I'm probably not going to do a summer anime tier list. Let me see. Is it worth doing a summer anime tier list? Summer anime 2020. Actually, I can just go to AniChart. How many of these would have watched? All right. I wish. How many of these would have watched? All right. Up to date. Not up to date. Dropped. Not up to date. Dropped. Almost up to date. It's alright. Not up to date. Not up to date. Dropped ? But the recent episodes and the animation has made me reconsider that. Dropped. I'll see about this one. Dropped. Read the manga. Dropped. Yeah, there's not been a lot that I've been keeping up with, and not a lot of hidden gems this season, I think. Dropped Tower of Gods? Yes. Wait, you haven't? You haven't dropped Tower of Gods, and you're not just and you're not just going on to read the webtoon? Bro. Read the webtoon, man. Read the webtoon of that. In terms of other ones, the only other one I'm probably interested in catching up with is almost caught up with My Hero. Actually been pretty decent this surprisingly, actually probably My Hero so far out of what I'm watching, probably my second favorite anime. Is that right? Is My Hero my second favorite anime this season? Yeah, I think it is actually. I think it is. No, Makine. Makine is like solid. It's like comfort food, but there hasn't been like a point in Makine that's just been like, yo, let's go. It's just been like good. But My Hero Academia is like had some moments that have been good and had some moments that have been eh. I need to catch up to Spice and Wolf as well. MHA is mid. Are you saying that actually caught up, or are you just saying that? Are you just saying that, and you've someone who dropped My Hero in season 4, like so many others? Let's see what else there is. I think that's it. Oh yeah, there's the Monogatari series, which I do need to catch up. This one is on my watch list. This one, Dead Demons, Day-to-Day Destruction. This one is on my watch list, and I haven't watched it yet, but this one is definitely up there at the top of something I'm going to marathon. Monogatari off-season, I'm going to need to catch up to. Code Geass. How's this new season of Code Geass? Anyone watching this new season of Code Geass? I haven't got around to catching up with it yet because it's on Disney Plus. It's on Disney Plus, but I will catch up to it eventually. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to be doing a summer anime tier list. Okay. Man, this season is weak. I know it's a meme that every time everyone's like, yo, this is like actually weak, but no, I think this season is actually weak, man. Everyone's like, yo, Makine carrying the season, and I'm like, I mean, Makine's good. It's fine. It's not enough by itself to carry a season. What's coming out next season? Any big ones apart from Rezero? Oh, next season's gonna pop off. Look at this shit. I haven't even done the seasonal stream, and I see the top 4, top 5, and I'm like, yep. This next season is gonna be better with some possible hidden gems as well. Oh no. Oh my god. It just keeps... This can be a fucking 8-hour seasonal stream, isn't it? Oh. It's gonna be an 8-hour seasonal stream. It just keeps scrolling. It just keeps going, man. What the fuck? No, this looks so long. What the fuck, man? 2-part seasonal stream? do it right now. I want to wait a bit because normally I wait until just a few weeks before the season comes out, because that way there are more trailers to watch. So I'm not going to do it right now. Not going to do it right now because I want to wait for more of the trailers to come out. So you can look forward to that. Actually, I'm going to set the date right now. Look forward to that on the 28th of September, because that's the week after I come back from England. But I did see a YouTube video I wanted to watch, which I thought would be interesting. The top 100 most popular anime openings of all time, which would be interesting to see. The reason I wanted to watch this was because I wanted to see, number one, how the numbers stack up to how do the numbers stack up to what we actually talk about in the modern day. So, live stream guys, I'm sorry VOD guys, that's a bye-bye for you. There's no more VODs. There's no more VODs because we are listening to some music, and I have to change this quickly. So hold on a second. We got a stream exclusive right now. Imagine watching VODs. Yeah, I know, right? Fuck. Now that it's just you guys, fuck the VOD viewers, right? Right? You guys are the real ones. You guys are the real ones. You guys are the real ones. I need to change the title as well. The top 100